But how's it, Duzoni Flus? It's your boy Break here, and today it's Wednesday. Look. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. The sun knows. They know exactly what it means because it is Wednesday. It's bright and beautiful and hot as hell. Okay. Actually, let's just keep it going. But it is a beautiful Wednesday, everybody, and I hope you guys are having a great day. And if you are, hey, make sure you hit that like button because it will make my day less hot. And you know what else will make your day less hot? By listening up. Alright, my Alaskan penguins, I know some of you guys may or may not have a TV in your home, whether it's a 100-inch, a 75-inch, or 88-inch, or whatever inch, long as it's not a 6-inch. Okay, listen, if you guys need a new TV, hey, I have one for you. All you have to do is comment down below and say, I want that TV, and hey, I got you. So check out this TV I have for you. I have this 32-inch Vizio TV right here. You know, it has certain apps already pre-installed in it. You got your YouTube, you got your Netflix. I think it has, what is it? Not Disney. It's something that has Prime in it. So, you know, if you want a new TV, comment down below whatever I said a couple seconds ago, and you might win a new TV. Nigga say you want me, girl. Ooh, make up your mind. Let me stop. It's hot as hell. I wish these motherfuckers like made it a little bit cooler. You know, you hot with it off, but when you put it on, it cools your body down just maybe 10 degrees. You know, what's that dude's name? Elon Musk. Look, this will really be moving in the streets. Screw the Cybertrucks and the Teslas. Make some shirts that when you put them on, your body heat cools down 10 degrees. That's all we need. But today, ladies and gentlemen, listen, okay? Listen, my wrestling fans, okay? It is that time of the year. Oh my gosh, it really is that time of the year. It is Wrestlemania season, and I wanted to make this video specifically because this is the 21st anniversary of when I saw my first Wrestlemania, which was Wrestlemania 21. And when it comes to this time of the year, I am always excited, I'm always happy, I'm always filled with anticipation. And this year, it's completely different. It is completely different just because of the road that WWE has been going down within the past couple of years. Specifically this one with the whole TKO and Triple H, all this stuff that's been going on. And after this Wrestlemania, I don't know how I'm going to feel about WWE. When it comes to AEW, I enjoy the product. I tune in when I can, whenever my HBO Max works. You know, we're not going to get into that. But when it comes to WWE, the product has not been good. It has not been enjoyable. And like I said, with the anticipation of WrestleMania 42 being around the corner, I'm on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm at a 3, to be honest with you. And when it comes to watching Raw and watching SmackDown, you've been getting the same thing almost every week. I don't want to be that one person that always complains about everything, but you might get one good thing out of each episode, if not none. But I did want to go over the WrestleMania 42 card with you guys and share my opinions and predictions with you guys. And I also want to know, what are your predictions and opinions for each certain match? So without further ado, let's get right into it. So kicking off for WrestleMania Saturday, the first couple of matches that we're going to have is a 6-man tag match between the Usos, LA Knight, The Visions, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed. So we already know this is going to be a filler match, and me personally, my careness for this match is at a 3. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it a 2 because I really don't care for this match. This match really has no WrestleMania feel to it. They just put it there just to fill in a slot, and that personally could have been a slot where Asuka and Io Sky could have filled, in my opinion. But honestly, I really don't care for this match. Who I think will win, I don't know. I'm gonna just straight free throw it and say the Usos and LA Knight. How? Maybe I Show Speed, maybe, you know, turns on the Vision, be like, hey, I really wasn't with you guys in the first place. You kind of just made me be here. So that's my guess. That's my guess. And since it is a filler, we're not gonna put much time into it. The next match, we have Drew McIntyre. Shout out to C-Jax. I can't stop thinking about Punk. I can't stop thinking about Randy versus Jacob Fatu. And me personally, this match had somewhat of a decent, could have been better build to it. And my careness for this match is at a 5. And me personally, I just hope we get a good banger out of it, because the story, like I said, it's been it could have been better. But if the match delivers on its own, it gets a thumbs up in my book. I just want to see some good brawling all around. I wouldn't say around the arena, but good brawling around the ring, inside, outside, a little bit in the crowd. Since it is an unsanctioned match, let's just give something good. Let's just get some good ass whooping from this match. Me personally, I'm going for Jacob Fatu because I've been hearing Drew McIntyre is supposed to be filming for something. I'm not really sure on that, but hey, if Jacob Fatu can go over on that and then have something good after this WrestleMania feud, like I said, thumbs up. Next match, we have Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. In my personal opinion, this is another filler match to me because, I'm sorry, when AJ Lee returned, you know, happy, woo, great. Someone from my teen years coming back, great. But ever since she's been back, she's on a Roman Reigns schedule, and her promos are kind of boring. They're kind of childish. You know, she does have some, you know, adultish moments. I don't know how to phrase it better, but her promos feel very childish, and her and Becky's chemistry is not the best. Okay, and plus we've seen them in a match together, what, 4 times? The belt match, War Games, the tag match with their husbands. So we've seen them go against each other before. Me personally, I don't care to see this match. I don't want to see this match. And me personally, we could have had nothing's coming off the top of my head, but we could have filled that in with another match that would have been better. But my prediction, Becky Lynch, I guess. Moving into another match that it was just a free throw. Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Literally, these were 2 roads that got ended and then they got put together for some odd reason. Little to no build. Seth Rollins, he was supposed to go against Braun Breaker. Gunther, to be honest, I don't even know if he was supposed to go against Rey Mysterio or not. But like I said, 2 roads that got ended, they got put together somehow. So I'm just gonna say, I don't know, Seth Rollins. Me personally, I still think they rushed his recovery. I don't think he's fully healed. To be honest, with every injury that Seth Rollins has had in the past, I still don't think he's fully healed. They just said, you're the best that we got. We just get out there. Just get out there. If you get injured, hey, take 2 weeks off, come back again. Next match. So moving into another title match, we have the women's tag match between the Irresistible Forces, the Bella Twins, Charlexa, and Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Me personally, I don't want to say that this match isn't deserved, but me personally, this could have been a Julia United States Championship match. Who against me personally? For the let me get my words right. For the Wrestlemania Sunday match with the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship match, I feel like they could have done that for the United States Women's Championship match, but somehow they did it for the men's Intercontinental match. Me personally, I still think they could have done that for the women in the place of this match, but booking decisions. So we have this match. I'm not going to talk too much about it because the booking for it is whatever. My prediction on who's going to win, who I want to win, I want Bayley and Lyra because I feel like they should have had that moment last year and they didn't get it. So I feel like they might get it. If not, the Bella Twins. We're going to move on. And then for the match that I think should be the co-main event for the night, we have the Women's World Championship on the line, and it's between Stephanie Valkyria and Liv Morgan. Me personally, build-wise, I feel like this should main event the night because it started off a little shaky, but it started to get a little bit better. But going off of the back of what happened last week with that crazy forehead bump that Liv and Roxanne had, that alone should be granted the main event spot between them two women, because the way they've been talking at each other, the way they've been fighting at each other, give them the main event spot. From what they did, it's been well worked on. And it seems like both women, facial wise, it seems like they have that hate for each other. And I feel like they should be granted that spot. And who I think should, me personally, I think Stephanie Valkyria should win off of the back of interferences. Because for one, at the Royal Rumble, Liv threw out Raquel. And then on the other hand, Roxanne was brought into the Judgment Day by Finn Balor. So I feel like those two factors should come in to that match. Even though it might make Stephanie look a little on the weaker side, it's more story that's going to be built for the Judgment Day, which I feel like will implode soon. So, like I said, Stephanie should win. And then the main event for WrestleMania Saturday, we got Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. And me just saying that, in your head, the voices, what? Just saying those names alone, if you know WWE wrestling from back in the day, you know Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, Legacy, that story should have wrote itself. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes should have been the only ones sitting at that table and saying, all right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. The voices are going to talk to you. You're going to punt kick me. You're going to invade my home. You're going to invade my bus. And that should have been then and there. But these fools want to incorporate Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee. For what reason? For what reason, okay? Like I said, the story wrote itself. And they were playing off of it for the first week of the feud. And then after that, they're talking about, oh yeah, I'm making phone calls. Yeah, we're gonna do this. And then it turns out to be Pat McAfee. What are we doing? Who is booking this? TKO, get out of there. Whoever's decision it was to do this whole TKO deal. Oh my God. like I said, my anticipation for this dwindled, okay? My love for WWE has dwindled. I don't really care much for watching WWE nowadays. I just still do because that's the inner child in me saying I have to watch it. But stuff like this is making it worse. And it's making the diehard fans, the guys that's been watching in the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, it makes those people not want to watch this stuff anymore. And it's sad because, like I said, the story wrote itself. But whoever was in that office, they're saying, you know what, yeah, we're gonna do this for 2 weeks, and then we're gonna write the story for ourselves. But me personally, who's gonna win this match? Randy Orton. And whatever they did with John Cena last year, they're gonna do the same thing with Randy Orton. Rinse and repeat. Let's move into night 2. So WrestleMania Sunday, me personally, this card is gonna look a whole lot better. It should make a lot more sense. And the first matches of this card, we got Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Me personally, that should co-main event tonight, but for some reason that's gonna start tonight. Okay. And the build to this match has been the best built match personally throughout the whole WrestleMania card, other than the Stephanie and Liv match. But this has been great. Brock came out saying, hey, open challenge, who wants some? Oba comes out, dun 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 dun, dun, and he's whooping his ass every chance he got. And from what people have been saying on the streets, you know, if you know anything about Brock Lesnar and black opponents, he's been beating them here and there. And Obafemi, he's younger. He's damn near the same size as him. He's young and fresh. He should win. But from what I've also been hearing on the streets, you know, since Brock, he's a former UFC fighter. He's been on ESPN, you know, and I'm hearing he don't want to lose till he's about to retire. I swear, if Brock Lesnar goes over on Obafemi, a new rising star, it better be by the skin of his teeth. I mean, Oba better whoop his ass from the point to that bell rings to the point to where Brock catches him slipping and gets an easy roll up. If Brock wins, it better be no soon as the bell ring, F5, that's it, or no what he did to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31. It better not be none of that. He better win by the skin of his teeth. If Obafemi wins, he better beat that man to a bloody pulp and send his ass to Africa where he can get his ass beat even more, okay? The next match on the card, like I said earlier, it's going to be a men's ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. We got JD McDonough, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Rusev, Penta, and Javon Evans. Me personally, this literally should be what it is supposed to be, a highlight reel match. Ladders getting broken here, people flying over there. Just give me a slobber knocker, as what JR would say. Let's have fun with this match. Let it be good, let it be memorable. Let's have some great highlights. Me personally, the winner should either be Rusev or Javon Evans, because Rusev, ever since he came back, he hasn't done much. I feel like even if he wins here, they're still not going to do much with him. But if Javon wins, it's a great start for him. He's going to be the youngest Intercontinental Champion of all time. And I feel like that's going to help build him up the ladder for eventually when he gets older. That's going to be great character development. And I feel like that's going to be really good for him. Anyone else winning in that match, I feel like it's not going to do much. Rey Mysterio, he's at the tail end of his career. Dragon Lee, I don't know what the hell they're going to do with him. JD, I like JD. I like everyone in this match. But development wise, I feel like Rusev should benefit from it. And Javon Evans, he will benefit the most out of it. Next match, this is the one that I love the most. Well, not love the most, but I just love because it's one of my favorite wrestlers. Finn Balor, the Demon King, Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. We already know, unless he cheats in massively, but we already know Finn Balor is going to win. with the demon character. With this whole look, with the whole demon deal, if the ticket sales would have been what they should have been, we would have just got regular Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. But since the ticket sales are in the dumps and they're not what they're supposed to be, they said, yeah, Finn, we need the demon. We need the demon, okay? Can you do that for us? Good, thanks. We got the demon, Finn Balor going against Dominic. So that pretty much entails you, like I said, unless he cheats and misses it massively, Finn Balor's going to win. And I'm just glad we're going to see the entrance, you know, the smoke and everything, the look. I can't wait to see how he looks. So as long as the match is good, like I said, thumbs up. But overall, Finn Balor, I got him going over, and it should be a good match. The next match is the Men's United States Championship, and we got Sami Zayn defending it, going against Trick Williams. I already got Trick Williams going over, and me personally, just for you know, for my people, for the black people, we should have got Carmelo Hayes versus Trick. There's story behind it. It would have been a good build. Well, I know WWE, but it would have been a good build. It would have been something for my people. Good to see. But you know, Sami Zayn, for some reason, they're going to give him more character development. For some reason, after this, he's going to have a character change, and after this, Trick Williams, that's going to throw him into the atmosphere. Like I said, just make the match good. Just make the match good. That's going to, once Trick wins, that's going to propel him in this direction. Sami Zayn lose, that's going to propel him in this direction. No matter what happens, they're going to go their routes and they're going to be good. Just make the match good, okay? That's all you have to do. That's all, okay? Next match. What I think is going to be the co-main event for the night. We got Jade Cargill and we got Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. No, the WWE Women's Championship. My bad. Me personally, the feud started off good. It started off good. Rhea winning the Women's Elimination Chamber match. She's going against Jade Cargill, and then you know that whole Instagram story that Rhea put up, she's not having fun, this, that, and the third. It started off good, and I felt like they could have really built off of that. They could have just like beep, 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 beep. But they talking about, yeah, I'm that bitch. You're that bitch. I'm big. You're big. What is going on here? And then they bring Io into the story, and Jade, she gets a faction now. That I'm not mad on. I'm really not, because it kind of helps her give her a little juice, and I feel like with Michin and B-Fab, that can do something for them. I feel like if they do it right, it could be something good for all three of them, and I feel like with her having that group, it could help alleviate that match a little bit by saying like, oh, Michin, she's in the corner, she's grabbing Rhea's foot, and then boom, Jade does something big. And me personally, I want Jade to win because she didn't get a fair chance at being a women's world champion. She only has what, 2 defenses under her belt in over 200 days. She didn't get a chance, and Rhea doesn't even need it. Rhea is good on her own. She's starting to become another Charlotte Flair, to where she's always in the title picture when she doesn't need to be. And look at Charlotte now. She's doing good without being in the title picture. Rhea, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. Me personally, in my eyes, I feel like they're already planting the seed of Io versus Rhea again. And on top of that, Rhea, she has not beaten Io yet. Last week, Jade Cargill did. Clean. So it wouldn't make sense for Rhea to be able to beat Jade when yet she can't beat Io and she did. That wouldn't make sense. So me personally, I got Jade, and she should win. And then the main event for the whole shindig, we have CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And the build for this, like I said in the beginning, it was, you know, it was decent, it was good, but once we got midway to now, it started, I don't know, it started becoming confusing. I'm kind of whatever. And off of the back of that last promo they had, these niggas talking about I envy you. Oh, I envy you. Like, I'm glad it didn't end up in a fight, but I wanted some punchlines. I needed some juice, and I didn't get that. I kind of left. I got left being a little hungry. Okay, I'm hungry now, and I got some food that I need to attend to. But with this match, I really don't know. But we got some old niggas. We got a 47-year-old versus a 40-year-old. I just want the match to be good. Okay, they had a decent match in that triple threat with Seth Rollins last year. And me personally, I don't know how this match will end, because there's no Paul Heyman in the middle. There's no Seth Rollins on the other side. And it's just more so, I hate you type of ordeal. And if Roman wins, we might get a repeat of what happened a couple years ago, when this man is being here and there holding the belt for 3 years. I don't know what that's going to be about. And if Punk wins, where would he go? Seth Rollins? Who knows? Braun Breaker, he's supposed to be coming back real soon. We don't know how either end could go. But me personally, I got CM Punk just on the simple fact that he's there 24/7. We've already experienced Roman Reigns, his reign of terror. I don't want to go through that again. I want a 24/7 champion, not that green gold belt. I want someone that's going to be there every week, giving us a show instead of just popping up. I acknowledge him, but I ain't trying to acknowledge him once every 2 months, okay? But yeah, guys, that is the WrestleMania card. Those are my predictions. Like I said, let me know down in the comments below what are your predictions. And that will be all for the video today, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed any part of it, hey, please don't forget to leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that fancy stuff that you love to put in your pasta salad. As always, honey flus and stay doozing. I will see you guys, not really, WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy it, and my name is Break. Hey, and make sure you come back for the next one, because that is when we will see you in the next one. Oh, TKO, don't screw this up, please. Ooh, head ass.